Hello and welcome to the Natural State Update. I'm Christina Munoz. We're going to get straight to our stories today. If you or a loved one has ever heard the words, "You have cancer," you know how difficult the following days can be. Well, one Arkansas family is doing what they can by not only sending love and encouragement through the mail, but by getting muddy. Here's more on the annual Endure the Dirt Mud Run. Misty Coker is a mama on a mission.
Stringer was just one of those larger than life personalities, being 6'6" and being an athlete, and people gravitated towards him.
When her son-in-law was diagnosed with esophageal cancer at age 33, she wanted to encourage the couple by sending them what they call joy mail.
I got many of my friends to send Lauren, our daughter, and Stringer, her husband, joy mail during the first 20 weeks of treatment. And after it was over, Lauren said, "Mom, I want to do this for other people," because it just lifted them up so much.
Almost 7 years later, they are now sending joy mail to more than 500 cancer patients in 100 Arkansas towns, 42 states, and Canada.
One lady several weeks ago called me and she said, "Are you personal pep rally?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." And she said, "Well, I just want to thank you." She said, "I had my first chemo treatment and I came home and the box was on my doorstep." And she said, "I am alone." She said, "I have no one to help me." And she said, "None of my family live in town with me." And so it's things like that that just remind us to continue to be there for those who are battling a diagnosis that was definitely not of their choosing.
As the joy mail efforts grew, they knew they'd need a way to raise funds to keep the program running.
Stringer, being a coach, he took his senior athletes to one of the mud runs and he just loved it. I mean, Stringer would have chemo one day and run a marathon, half marathon the next. And so I asked him, I said, "Stringer, what do you want to do to raise money for all this mission work that we want to do for cancer patients?" And he said, "I've always wanted to create a mud run." And I said, "We can do that."
And that's how Endure the Dirt was born, a 5K adventure mud run through the farm grounds surrounding Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. The 14 obstacles lining the course are to remind healthy individuals that there are obstacles that stand in front of the cancer patient every day. And each obstacle is in memory or honor of someone who has battled cancer.
So while you're running and trudging through the mud, going under the army crawl, going over the tires, jumping over the fire and in the ice, you see these signs.
And although Stringer lost his battle with cancer after 4.5 years, his legacy lives on.
The impact that he made on others and he continues to make on others today through everything that we do.
And there's also a mini mudder for the younger runners, and new this year, a regular 5K walk run for those of you who don't want to get dirty. And you can still register for this year's event. Just go to personalpeprally.org, and we'll of course include a link under this story.